Welcome to Hollow Vale. Peaceful, quiet, eerie. Marvin pulled his car down the narrow lane, trees pressed close, their branches dark against the twilight sky. He shivered. This place felt different. Marvin was here to stay at his grandmother's cottage. She had died recently. He never spent much time here. The village had a strange stillness, a feeling that secrets hid behind every window. He parked and stepped out. The air was cold, damp. He could smell the earth, the leaves, something else. Something metallic, like old blood. He shook his head, silly thought. The cottage stood at the end of the lane, dark and silent, waiting. Marvin took a deep breath and walked towards it. He needed to get inside, needed to escape the feeling that someone or something was watching him. The next day, Marvin went into the village. He needed supplies. The villagers were polite but distant. Their eyes followed him. He felt a chill. In the small shop, the woman behind the counter avoided his gaze. "Staying at your grandmother's cottage?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. "Yes," Marvin said. "Do you know the cottage?" She nodded slowly. "We all do," she murmured. "Be careful, especially of the mirror." She wouldn't say more. Back at the cottage, Marvin unpacked. He found a box. A note on it read, "For Marvin," his grandmother's handwriting. Inside, nestled in tissue paper, lay a mirror. It was old, with a silver frame, tarnished and dark. He picked it up. Heavy. He caught his reflection. A shiver ran down his spine. His face seemed distorted, strange. He shook his head. Must be the light. He placed the mirror on the dresser. He wasn't superstitious. Still, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. That night, Marvin woke with a start. Something had woken him, a noise, a presence. He lay in the darkness, listening. Silence. Then he saw it, a light in the mirror, a soft, eerie glow. He sat up in bed, heart pounding. The glow intensified. A figure began to form in the mirror's depths. It was a man, tall with long dark hair. His face was pale, gaunt. His eyes were black pits, staring out at Marvin. Marvin wanted to scream, but no sound came out. Section 5. Fear takes hold. The figure in the mirror reached out, its hand breaking the surface. Long, bony fingers tipped with sharp nails. Marvin scrambled back, fear clutching at his throat. The figure vanished. The light in the mirror died. Marvin was left in darkness, his breath coming in ragged gasps. It had been so real. He couldn't shake the image of the man, those eyes. He couldn't stay in the room with the mirror. He grabbed a blanket and spent the rest of the night on the couch. The sun couldn't rise fast enough. The next morning, Marvin rushed to the village. He needed answers. He found the old woman from the shop sweeping her porch. He told her about the mirror, the figure, the eyes. She listened, her face grim. "I tried to warn you," she said. "What was it?" Marvin asked, his voice shaking. "What did I see?" The old woman shook her head. "The mirror," she said, "is cursed. It reflects the darkness within this village." The old woman told him a story about a man who had lived in the cottage many years ago. He had been a cruel man, a wicked man. He had done terrible things. One day he vanished. Some say he was murdered, others say he was taken by something evil. The only thing left behind was the mirror. The villagers believed the mirror was cursed. They said it reflected the evil of the man who had owned it. They said it showed people the darkness that lurked within their own hearts. Marvin listened, his blood running cold. He understood now. The mirror was dangerous. He had to get rid of it. He raced back to the cottage. He found the mirror where he had left it. He reached for it, but stopped. He could see something in the reflection, a figure, himself, but it wasn't him. His eyes were different, cold, empty. He was trapped, staring at the darkness within himself. Marvin stumbled back from the mirror, fear turning his legs to water. He had to get out, get away from this cursed object. As he backed away, his foot caught on the rug. He fell, crashing into the dresser. There was a sickening crunch as the mirror fell to the floor. It lay there, shattered. Marvin stared at the broken pieces. Had he broken the curse? He looked at the largest shard. His reflection stared back. The eyes were still wrong, filled with a chilling emptiness. Marvin realized the horrifying truth. The curse, like the mirror, was now broken into many pieces, and it was far from over.